guess. Let me pop out this. I need to start this. I haven't started Vtuber yet, yeah. Let me start this. Hello. Okay, start. What up? Did start? Yeah, okay. Now I can go back. I can. What do I have to? I mean, oh, I have too many things to do. Why? Why I am only adding more and more stuff going on, my brother? Anyways, let me see. Let me see. I need to say this over here. I can close this, yeah. I can. It is kind of automatic now, so what the fuck is this? Okay. I can go over here. Announcement. I am live. Wow. Quality content. What? Anywho. Anyways. See. What up? I shouldn't be forgetting about almost anything else, I think. Yeah. I am. I know that I am. So, iterate. Are we working properly? Also, welcome. Need to close this. I should copy this, and I should. You see? Are we crashing? Why is it going so slow, my man? What's going on? Yeah, it is almost crashing. I love this. I don't know. Anyways, let me see. I should make this over here. What? What? I don't want to make a thread. What? What are you on about, man? Let me see this over here. Weight of the world. What? Sorry. Ah, wait. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can. I. For a second, I got lost. Yeah, I can. I can do that. I mean, we haven't even started. So you will have to wait some seconds, please. If it is not a problem. But yeah, I mean, yeah, In the meanwhile, I will hear that song because I have certainly never heard it. Let me check it. Second. It stop audio should be muted. Yeah, this muted, so I can hear this without any problem. Uh, Let me see. The world. Yeah. English. I guess English version. No? I guess. Or, yes, certainly that will be the question itself. English version or no? That I don't know how to really sing Japanese. But if that's what you want, we can go with that. I mean, it was you who chose that song, so no problem on whichever one it is that you prefer. But yeah, basically that. Which one should I hear, please? If not, I have to guess. Uh, yeah, yeah, near. I don't know. I don't know. I we will never know. We will never know which one should I sing. I mean, which one is the most famous one? Let me see. Okay, it has like 200k more views the English version. So in lack in the absence of a particular choice, I will go with the English version. So let me hear it. In the meanwhile, uh, also I might want to see the lyrics. I want to. I have never heard this song. Sorry, sorry for being such an uncultured human being. So, I mean, yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I think I'm not so sure but I think I can. It's a change in the middle of the song. What? Also, in the meanwhile, I might as well try to set this up. This over here. This goes over here. Hmm. Okay, okay, yeah, I think I can. Let me check just in case. Does it change the rhythm? No, okay, okay. I can perform this not so well probably, but I can still do it or try to do it. Sorry, I don't think I will uh, give a rendition to this song. So English version here. Thank you. English karaoke version. Anyways, how to start? Man, well, I think it is. Stop. Okay, there it is. Now for real. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a good night. It is certainly once again a pleasure to be here. Um, it is, I hope, a nice occasion that we find ourselves once again present at this time. As always, a little bit of preparations in before everything else. And well, here we are, basically. Hello, everybody. I hope that we are all doing great. I certainly am. I hope that everything is going okay. Yeah. Well, as always, welcome, lurkers, watchers, everybody who I might forget to say hello. Uh, I never noticed that how do I say this name? Uh, no, I don't, I don't know how to say that name. Yeah, I might have not really paid attention that I don't know. B 112308. Hello. Sorry if I didn't get the reference to properly say it. And also, welcome, Savannah. Yeah. I guess today we will have to start with a with a little bit of karaoke, as it was requested. So yeah, I hope I can do it properly. But anyways, here we are. So we have the request. It was, I supposed, on English. So yeah, let me let me deal with that before anything else. I have to set this, implement this, activate this. Uh, Here we are. So yeah, we have, what do we have? This, we have the song, which should be the English version, if I am not wrong. Yeah, I hope it was understood that it was a karaoke and not a and not a play this song. Meanwhile, anyways, here we are going to sing "Weight of the World" of the Nier Automata saga, no game, and by Shanik Nicole. Uh, yeah, basically that. Now, without further ado, let me start. Sorry if it is. I certainly have heard it. Sorry, my bad. I am an uncultured human being. Anyways, yeah, also English version. I feel like I'm losing hope in my body and my soul. And the guy, it looks so ominous. And as time comes to our heart, silence starts to overflow. My cries are inconspicuous. Tell me, God, are you punishing me? It's the price I'm paying for my past mistakes. This is my redemption song. I need you more than ever right now. Can you hear me now? 'Cause we're gonna shout it loud. Even if our words seem meaningless, it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. Wish that some boy somehow that I could save every one of us, but the truth is that I'm only one boy. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come to life. Come to life. After all the laughter fades, thanks to life I was away, I can still feel a gentle breeze. No matter how hard I pray, signs of warning still remain, and life has become my enemy. Tell me, God, are you punishing me? Is this the price I'm paying for my past mistakes? This is my redemption song. I need you more than ever right now. Can you hear me now? 'Cause we're gonna shout it loud. Even if our words seem meaningless, it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us, but the truth is that I'm only one boy. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come to life. Come to life. Cause we're gonna shout it loud. Even if our words seem meaningless, it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, if they could save every one of us, but the truth is that I'm only one boy. We were gonna shout it loud. Even if our words seem meaningless, it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. We hope that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us, but the truth is that I'm only one boy. Maybe if I keep believing, my dreams will come to life. Come to life. Yeah. Okay. Satisfied, I guess. I hope that was it. Anyways, there it is. Request made. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I don't know. Anyways, now for real. Hello everyone. Man, so basically that's it, I guess. I mean, it Mm, yeah, yeah. It is properly explained that it is a karaoke, so I guess it was understandable that it was going to be sung by me. Sorry if that wasn't the objective of this. Yeah. Anyways, hello, hello. Now for real. So, without anything else to do aside from that, yeah, today we are here once again to read a little bit more of the Mahabharata, to continue with our analysis of this book, with the observance of what might be contained inside of it, and yeah, everything else related to that basically. Um, it, I think it was like already 2 weeks or so since the last time we we did so. I think so. Yeah, here we are basically. Continue a little bit more, delving some more once again into the book and everything that it talks about. A little, yeah, a quick rundown about what we talked about last time. I will have to check. In this occasion, I don't come that much prepared. Let me see. What was this about? What did we read about? Ah, yeah. I remember. Basically, we were analyzing the different discussions that were happening in the Pandava family, or yeah, in the Pandava family, basically, about how they wanted, let's say, um, what's it? Yudhishthira, I think it was, Yudhishthira to deal with the problem of his kingdom being robbed and the different objectives that they had. And it was overall a discussion about how different things were going on, let's say, as in there, there was not so many problems, but rather so many different views on this. And the objective was to argue why was it good to try and destroy the Kauravas, basically the enemies of the main characters, let's say, and yeah, everything related in between. It wasn't really um, that direct with the message, but we also had the opportunity of observing how much of an important thing it was to try and take a more um, friendly stance towards enemies, how necessary it was to be aggressive towards those who are supposedly our enemies, and all the similar things that come with that, let's say. So yeah, it it was very understandable, at least to my memory. And we weren't fully done, but we stopped in a canton which now um, Namehaya, basically another character to whom this whole story is being told, the whole Mahabharata is being told, decided to make a question and decided to delve into something different, not so related to what is, let's say, the point here, or not here, the point that we were dealing with before. So yeah, basically that's the whole random. If I remember correctly, I might once again be forgetting something. My bad, sorry if I did so. Anyways, yes, here we are. Book itself. Um, Kanso 38 is where we left correctly, or to be precise. And well, yeah, everything else aside from that, I already said. And if I had to guess, also, I would hope, or I would at the very least try to guess that, yeah, probably something related to what happened before. We will see here now, once again, as in, we will have the chance of hearing how different views are said about things, as in, yeah, before it happened that it was a discussion about family, about the ways in which you should treat others, as in a war, but we had the possibility of extrapolating it into something more realistic, no, more of the daily life. So probably something like that also. But that really remains more than anything else in our hands. I can't really tell if we're going to find something like that now or not. So yeah, without further ado, I guess we can simply start if I am not once again forgetting anything. Well, just in case, as always, welcome. Please be at ease as we finally commence the reading. I think I am not forgetting anything else, I think. So yeah, um, let me drink a little bit of water just in case. So yeah, here we are. Canto 38, Kairata Parva. Hanamekaya said, Illustrious one, tell me every detail of how the taintless Arjuna acquired the Vastras. Tell me how Arjuna, Purushabhyagra, the mighty arm, entered that solitary forest without fear. Also, best among those who know the Veda, what did he do whilst he lived in that forest? How did he gratify Sivastanu and Indra as well? Divihotama, bless me by telling me all this. You're omniscient. You know all about the gods and about men. Oh, Brahmana, I have heard that the battle that took place of old between Arjuna and Baba was most extraordinary and without parallel. I have heard it makes one's hair stand on its end to listen to it. Even the hearts of those lions among men, the valiant sons of Brita, trembled to hear about it, in wonder, joy, and a sense of their own inferiority. Oh, tell me everything else that Arjuna did. I do not see even the most trivial thing about Vishnu which is censorable. So, narrating full the legend of that Kshatriya, that hero, Vaisampayana said, Tigramon's gurus, I will narrate the story of that peerless Kshatriya to you, a tale excellent, extensive, and unrivaled, seamless one. Here in detail about Arjuna's meeting with the three-eyed god of gods and his contact with the illustrious god's person. At Yudhishthira's command, the Ranghaya of immeasurable prowess sets out from the Kamyaka to Shisakara, lord of the Devas, and Sankara, the god of gods. Arjuna Mahabaho sets out armed with his unearthly bow, his golden hafted sword. North he goes towards the summit of the Himavat. Rahan, the best of all warriors in the three worlds, Indra's son, firmly committed to his mission, calms his mind and losing no time devotes himself to further tapasya. All alone, he enters that terrible forest, full of thorny plants and trees, dense with flowers and fruits of every kind, swarming with wild animals and birds of many species, Havana where Silhas and Charanas went. When Arjuna enters that forest where no human being goes, heaven resounds with conches and drum rolls, and a rain of flowers falls upon the earth, while clouds spread across the sky, darkening the earth below. Passing through the dense jungles at the foot of the great mountains, Arjuna soon reaches the breast of the Himavat, staying there for some time at penance. He shines forth with his dhyana. He sees great trees, their branches alive with songs of countless birds. He sees rivers flowing like fluid lapis lazuli, their currents broken by fierce eddies here and there, and echoing with the calls of swan, duck, and crane. The banks of those rivers echo with the mellifluous songs of the male kokila and the cries of peacocks. I am pretty sure I read this. Did I read this? Give me a second. Give me a second because uh, I'm pretty sure I already read this, man. Let me see. Uh, I'm pretty sure I already read this. Why? What did I do? Why do I remember this particular canto? What? Anyways, continuing. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it was my bad or something. I I left over here. So, passing through the dense jungles at the foot of the Red Mountains, Arjuna soon reaches the rest of the Himavat. Staying there for some time at penance, he chants forth with his dhyana. He sees great trees, their branches alive with the songs of countless birds. He sees rivers flowing like fluid lapis lazuli, their currents broken by fierce eddies here and there, and echoing with the calls of swan, duck, and crane. The banks of those rivers echo with the mellifluous songs of the male kokila and the cries of peacocks. Seeing those sacred rivers, their waters pure and sweet, their banks enchanting, the mighty warrior is filled with delight. Arjuna, of fierce energy and high soul, then performs a stern tapasya in that charmed place. Wearing balkala and a black deer skin, he holds a stick in his hand and eats only dry leaves fallen onto the ground. The first month, he also eats some fruit once every 3 nights. The second month, he eats fruit once every 6 nights. And the third month, only once a fortnight. I already read what? When the fourth month comes, that Bharatutamas, Pandu's mighty son, does not eat at all, but subsists on just the air he breathes. His arms are raised up, standing on tiptoe. He continues his penance because he bathes frequently. His hair assumes the sheen of lightning or of the lotus. No, all the great rishis go together to the god of the Pinaka, Shiva, to inform him of Arjuna's tapasya. Bowing to the god of gods, they say, Breathed son of great Tejas performs the most difficult penance upon the breast of the Himavat. Heated by his tapasya, the earth issues smoke all around. Oh, Devadeva, we do not know what his tapasya is for, but he causes us distress. You must make him stop, Lord. Mm, Pasupati, Mapati, Shiva listen to those munis of perfect self-restraint and says, it does not become you to grip over Falguna's tapasya. Return, all of you, to where you came from. Go in peace. I know the desire that is in Arjuna's heart. He does not want heaven, wealth, or a long life. I will give him, even today, everything he wishes for. The rishis of truth hear what Mahadeva says and go back to their respective asaramas and dwellings. I read this, my brother. I I can make a quick rundown about all of these stories. Or let, let yeah, I need a second to read this. I don't know. I mean, the start of that fall. What? Okay, okay. Pardon my inexperience, but it seems that this uh, canto we just read is, I think, almost copied exactly, a carbon copy of what I already read before. Another canto which starts literally the same thing before, because I remember hearing about this and hearing about how Arjuna was realizing all of his tapasya and all of that before, but I don't even know what the fuck is going on right now. Um, also, wait a second. What? Um, I think I will need a second. What is going on, my man? Give me a second. Um, I think I am back. I think so. I will assume. Let me. I don't know. What the fuck? No, fucking retards. Oh, fuck. Okay, give me a second. I will be fucking interrupted. Anyways, continue with this shit until I can, or until I can, no, until I get interrupted once again. Um, yeah, I guess transition. Yeah, I guess we're back. Probably for like 5 seconds or so. Let me see. We are at here. Canto 39. Uh, uh, Greta Parva continued. Oh, so we're at Vaisapayana said, when the illustrious Munis have left, Shiva, who cleanses all sins, the illustrious Kara assumes the form of a Kirata, a huntsman as resplendent as a golden tree, with a great and stalwart form, like a second Peru, and taking up a handsome bow and arrows resembling snakes of virulent poison, and looking like an embodiment of fire, comes quickly down onto the breast of Himavat. The beautiful lord comes with Uma in the guise of a Kirata woman, and also with a motley swarm of merry spirits, his ganas, of various forms and attire, and thousands of women also in the form of and garb of Kiratas. Rahan, all that forest suddenly blazes up in splendor at the arrival of Shiva and his company. Soon enough, a solemn stillness pervades the place. The sounds of springs and rivers and birds all suddenly cease. As Mahadeva approaches Prita's irreproachable son, he sees an extraordinary thing, the Nava Mukha, taking the form of an enormous boar. He come, has come to kill Arjuna. Seeing the demon, Arjuna picks up the Gandiva and some arrows like serpents. Stringing his bow and filling the air with its tongue, he says to the boar, I have come here, but done you no harm. But you want to kill me, so we'll send you to Yama. Seeing Falguna about to kill the boar, Shiva, disguised as the Kirata, suddenly says, Stop! I am fierce at the beast, the color of the Indralika mountain. Ignoring him, Arjuna shoots the boar. At the same time, at the same moment, the splendid Kirata also lets fly an arrow like the fire at the boar. Both shafts strike Muka's massive body, hard as adamant, at the same instant. The two astras strike Muka with a sound like Indra's Bhara and the thunder of clouds falling together upon a mountain. Each astra emits countless arrows like snakes with mouths ablaze, and Muka dies and assumes again his dreadful Rakshasa form in death. Arjuna now sees the Kirata before him, the mountain hunter whose form blazes like a god's, surrounded by many women. His heart strangely joyful. Conti Sons says smilingly, what are you that wander in this solitary forest, surrounded by women? O you of the splendor of gold, are you not afraid of this terrible forest? Why did you shoot the boar? This Rakshasa came here to kill me, and I aimed at him first. You will not escape with your life. You have flouted the law of the hunt, and so, O Kirata, I will take your life. The Kirata says to the Pandava, softly, Kshatriya, do not fear me in this forest, which is our home. But why are you here, amidst its danger? Yogi, we live here among all the wild creatures, but why are you here? Who are delicate, raised in luxury and splendid as Agni, here in this lonely place? Arjuna says, depending on these Gandiva and arrows, which are like fire, I live here like a second Indra. You saw how I dispatched the monstrous Rakshasa who came as a boar. The Kirata replies, I shot the Rakshasa first. I killed him and sent him to Yama. It was my arrow which slew him. You are arrogant of your strength, and blame others for your own faults. Wretch, you are the guilty one, and shall not escape with your life today. Come, I will loose my arrows at you. You do the same. Arjuna becomes angry and attacks the Kirata with fierce arrows. However, The Girata cheerfully receives those deadly shafts upon his breast, saying all the while, "Wretch, come, shoot your most terrible astras at me, shafts which can consume a man's very entrails." Arjuna loses a rain of missiles at him. Now the Girata also shoots back fiercely at Arjuna, the storms of barbs, each one like a virulent serpent. Arjuna loses a perfect volley which falls out of the sky over the huntsman, who stands unmoved, unharmed, like some invisible mountain. Seeing this, Arjuna is full of awe and thinks, "Wonderful, wonderful! Oh, a delicate limbed mountaineer who lives on the edge of Himavat, can me pierce arrows shot from the Gandiva? Who is he? Is he Rudra himself, or some other Deva, or a Yaksha, or an Ashura? The Devas do sometimes come down to the summits of Himavat, but only he that wields the Vinayaga can stand a dozen arrows shot from the Gandiva. Let him be a Deva or a Yaksha. Unless he is Rudra himself, I will send him to Yamaloka." Arjuna loses hundreds of arrows, resplendent as sun rays. The lustrous creator of the worlds, the Trisulim, calmly bears those shafts as a mountain might a shower of stones. Suddenly, Arjuna finds he has no arrows left. In some alarm, now he thinks of Agni, who gave him his inexhaustible quivers when the Gandhava Vana burned. Arjuna thinks, "My arrows are exhausted. No, what shall I shoot from my bow? Who is this who consumes all my astras? But I will kill him with the tip of my bow, as elephants are killed with spears, and send him to land of the mace-wielding Yama." Arjuna rushes at the Girata and strikes him some thunderous blows with the Gandiva, at which the mountaineer deftly snatches the divine bow out of the Pandava's hand. Arjuna draws his sword, and with all his might, wanting to end this duel, brings it down squarely on the Girata's head. That blade cuts the hardest rocks like butts of butter. But that best of swords shatters into bits when it touches the Girata's crown. The desperate Arjuna now attacks the Girata with trees and stones. The mountain's huntsman bears these rough weapons as calmly as he had arrows, bow, and sword. Frothing at the mouth, Arjuna strikes the Girata some dreadful blows with his fists, blows like thunderclaps. Now the Girata strikes Falguna Valk, and the sounds they make are truly fearsome. That battery of blows exchange, which resembles the fight of old between Britra and Basava, lasts only moments. The mighty Hishnu clasps the Girata to him and presses him hard with powerful arms, while the huntsman presses back, so their bodies burn like charcoals in fire and smoke. Abruptly, Mahadeva strikes the already beaten Pandava and makes him unconscious, and the bruised and battered Arjuna falls down as one dead. However, he regains consciousness, and rising, his body covered in blood, he is filled with despair. He prostrates in his mind before Shiva, and fashioning an earthen linga of that god, he worships it with a Vanamala, a wildflower garland. But he sees the garland he offered a linga of clay, decking the crown of the Kirata. Joy surges through the Pandava and he prostrates at the feet of the Kirata. Shiva becomes pleased with Arjuna. I lost myself. Seeing the wonder of Pandu's son, seeing his body emaciated by long austerities, Rudra says to him in a voice deep as rambling clouds, "Falguna, I am pleased with you. What you did, what Yeshus did is with parallel. No Kshatriya is equal in courage and patience and sinless. Why your strength and valor are almost equal to mine. Abajo, I am pleased with you. Behold me, O Bharata Rishapa, I will give you sight to see my true form. You were a rishi before, you will vanquish all your enemies, even those that dwell in heaven. Since I am pleased with you, I will give you an inexorable astra, my own astra. You shall have it soon. Um, yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Uh, very, very understandable, I guess. So far, at the very least. Okay, I think everything is done. ah, um, welcome. Yeah, yeah. I hope Tupo returns also. As not Tupo, I hope that Tupo returns. Uh, man. Anyways, hello people. I am just I am going to remain here for a second or two because I want to check if everything is properly done. But I'm waiting still to see if certainly we are done with this or will I have to worry about anything else. I will hope not. Anyways, here we were yeah. Let me now properly transition into what is really going on. Uh, hello everyone. Hello everybody, as in hello welcome. I'm Hello Klondike. I hope you are all doing well. I had a little bit of a problem. Well, not in reality. In reality, it wasn't my problem. It was more like a friend was named something. So yeah, aside from that, we are fine. Uh, we were, just in case, hello, we were doing a little bit of Rain, as you can see here. Well, we're already like 1.25. No, and almost, yeah, almost two cantos in. Yeah, that's basically it. So, as I said, I hope everything is going fine, fun. I hope everything is going fine. And well, here we are. And also, yeah, that's the Bob. So yeah, I know if nobody wants a quick rundown or something like that, I shall continue so far. Well, after I drink some water, well. Okay, yeah. Now, for real, continue with this. Well, I hope that yeah, that everything can keep going fine until the end of time, not only here. So, continuing, I was yeah, I had to pause, as I said, I had to pause for something outside of here, sadly. And well, we were at this part. Then Arjuna sees Shiva, god of ineffable splendor in his true form, Mahadeva, who wields the Pinaka, who dwells on Kailasa, with Uma at his side, falling onto his knees, bowing his head, that conqueror of hostile cities, Brita's son, worships the Lord Hara. Arjuna says, O Kapardin, O Devadeva, O you who put out Baga's eyes, Nilakanta, O you with matted hata, I know you are the cause of all causes, O Triad, O Lord of all. You are the sanctuary of all the gods. This universe has sprung from you. Not the three worlds of Devas, Asuras, and Manavas together can vanquish you. You are Shiva in the form of Vishnu, and Vishnu as Shiva. Of old, you raised Daksha's great Yagna. O Hari, O Rudra, I bow to you. You have a third eye on your brow. O Sarva, who showered the objects of desire. O Trisulin, O Pinakin, O Surya, O you of the pure body, O creator of all, I bow to you. Lord of all creatures, I crave your grace with my worship. You are the Lord of the Ganas, the source of every blessing in the universe, the cause of the causes of the universe. You are beyond the great Purusha. You are the highest. You are the subtlest. O Hara, lustrous Sankara, I beg you to forgive my offense. I came to this great mountain, so dear to you, home of yogis, to have a vision of you whom all the worlds worship. Lord, I worship you to have your grace. Rashly and in ignorance did I dare to fight you. O Sankara, I seek your protection. Forgive me for what I did. Mighty Shiva, whose emblem is the bull, takes Arjuna's handsome hands into his own and says smilingly to him, I have already forgiven you. Brilliant Hara clasps Arjuna lovingly in his arms and consoles him again. Okay, just in case, I think it might as well be proper also because I kind of need it. Quick rundown of this whole canto. We saw how Arjuna fought with, I think, yeah, this is the highest god there is, supposedly. And it, yeah, it is physically impossible to gain against the most powerful gods there will ever be, as it is said here. So yeah, he fought against this entity and he lost a lot of things, but because his performance was good enough, he also gained the possibility of really seeing the god in his true form. And yeah, I think this is one of those few examples of ideas that might contain something deeper inside of them, but which particular message is kind of hard to perceive, as it sadly contains, let's say, yeah, it is inside layers of understanding that are not so easily extractable, and even more nowadays, because I think a way to see it is something along the lines of Arjuna is performing his best effort towards obtaining something, and what he has experienced is kind of the revelation that everybody strives for when they are putting their efforts yeah, towards any goal, and not something that every single human will ever experience, because it is the highest form of knowledge that you will ever gain. The one that gives you the possibility of observing things as they are, and the one that kind of liberates you from what the rest of the world tells you, and in a higher sense, all of the problems that you're having. Because certainly, being the most powerful god can be understood as being the one who can do every single thing that they wish to do. So certainly it can be kind of interpreted as Arjuna found, mm, yeah, I think a proper description would be mm, illumination after so much traversing of his problem, and now by the way in this story is told, we can conclude that he has reached the critical point of understanding how he shall proceed. If that was some kind of interpretation, but certainly, as I said before, I don't think it can be properly extracted only like that, because, yeah, I might lack a little bit more of context if I had to really put it all together, I think. Uh, but yeah, so far it seems very clear to me that yeah, there is something else besides the wow. Una meets with the highest god. That's everything that there is here. I think that can be one way of giving the text some meaning, I guess. But probably, yeah, if I got to accept it even more, the biggest problem should be that I certainly don't have that much knowledge about the whole culture that is the Hinduistic text and such. But yeah, I think that is probably what can be kind of concluded by this particular canto. So yeah, continuing anyways from this one. Canto 40, Kairada Barba continued. Mahadeva says, you were Narayana's friend, Nara, in your past life. You sought in fierce tapasya in what? In Badarikasarama for many thousands of years. In you dwells great might, even as it does in Vishnu, that Purushottama. You both, through your might, are the holders of the universe. During Indra's coronation, with your great bow, whose twanging is like the roar of thunderheads, you and Krishna as well chastened the Danavas, the roar of thunderheads, you and Krishna as well chastened the Danavas. The Gandiva is that bow, O Partha, it belongs in your hands. I took it from you with my Maya, and your twin quivers shall again be inexhaustible. Partha, Gurunandana, the bruises will leave your body, and it shall be free forever from pain and disease. Your prowess shall be invincible. I am pleased with you. Ask me, best among all men, for the boon you want. Parantapa, you who worships me, not in heaven is there anyone who is your equal, nor any Kshatriya who is your superior. Arjuna says, Illustrious Brisad. What? What? Sorry, what? What? Eh, eh, I was capable of pronouncing things until this point, my man. Sorry, what? Eh, Arjuna says, Illustrious Baja, if you will grant me I wish, Lord, give me your own Pasupa. Give me your own Pasupatastra of dreadful power, which destroys all the universe at the end of the Yuga. That weapon through which, Devadeva, with your grace, I can be victorious over Karna, the vile-tongued, Bhishma, Kripa, and Drona, with which I can kill Danavas, Rakshasas, Pisachas, Gandharvas, and Nagas. The Astra, which when loosed with the proper mantras emits thousands of arrows, fierce maces, narachas like serpents. O destroyer of the eyes of Bhaga, this is my fierce wish, so that I can prevail over the all-powerful enemies. Shiva replies, Mighty One, I will give you my favorite Astra, the Pasupata, Pandava, you are capable of beating, losing and withdrawing it. Not Indra, Yama, Kubera, king of the Yakshas, Varuna, or Vayu know it. Then who could men know anything about it? But Partha, this Astra must not be loose without adequate cause, because if it is loose against an enemy of small might, it can consume the very universe. In the three worlds, with other mobile and immobile creatures, there is no one whom this Astra cannot consume. You can cast it with your mind, your eyes, through words, and with your bow. Una now purifies himself, comes to the Lord of the Universe, and says with rapt attention, Instruct me. Mahadeva gives that best of Pandu's sons the knowledge of that weapon, which looks like an embodiment of Yama, together with all the mysteries about the losing and withdrawing it. Now that Astra begins to wait upon Arjuna as it does on Sankara, gladly, too, does Arjuna receive it. At that moment, all the earth trembles. Its mountains, forests, trees, seas, villages, towns, cities, mines. Thousands of conches, drums, and horns resound. Whirlwinds and hurricanes sweep land and sea. The Devas and the Danavas see that terrible weapon stay beside Arjuna of measureless Tejas in its embodied form. Whatever evil there had been in the body of Falguna is all dispelled by the touch of the three-eyed god. Three-eyed Shiva commands Arjuna, go into Swarga. Bending his head, Arjuna worships the god, then gazes at him with folded hands. The Lord of all who dwells in heaven, he who dwells upon mountains, Uma's Lord, the Mahayogin whose passions are under perfect control, the source of all blessings, gives Arjuna, best of men, back to Gandiva, bane of the Navas and Pisachas, as Arjuna watches Shiva, Uma beside him, ascends into the sky, vanishing from that blessed mountain with snowy tablelands, valleys and caves, favorite haunt of sky ranging Maharishis. I think I okay. I said before that the other canto had something. Uh, some kind of meaning. This one is incredibly obvious that it has. I I can't. I think I certainly found something possibly impossible for me to explain, I guess, so far with my limited knowledge, because I, I think the whole canto has the possibility of being analyzed, but the most important part is this one. Um, you can cast it with your mind, your eye, through words, and with your bow. Not that it is a real weapon, so it already is nothing similar to other astras and other more magical concepts, let's say, that have appeared already in the Mahabharata. Eh, holy. Ah, you're right. I mean, yeah, I think I can do something like this. Uh, Certainly, I have read a lot of stuff, and I have uh, there's a lot of information, and I have armed myself with a little bit of knowledge. But at this point, it is also that I realize that certainly I am limited to what I know to talk about. So I can't properly dispel, let's say, the sense of mystery that surrounds this particular canto without tainting its possible meaning with what I feel and what I know, let's say. So, if I had to say something more important than what I am about to try and explain, it is to try and read this by the eyes of whoever is on the other side. I don't think I have the possibility of not tainting it. I guess probably this is one of the most not simply profound, because everything can be considered profound if you are wishing for it to be like that. But it is one of the most free to reinterpret, let's say, um, cantos in the whole Mahabharata. So certainly it is impossible to not be subjective with this. But with that said, now, understanding that I am not going to repeat it anymore, from my understanding, I guess it tries to talk about something similar to what is the idea of. Mm, at first, I saw it as something like truths, but when it was shown that you can cast it also with your weapon, I might as well consider it something. It isn't simply words, it is something like a discourse, I believe, or I see it as that. I, I perceive that it is referring to the idea of having the capacity of being capable of dealing with all the different situations that we find in our lives through, I think it was mentioned here, conciliation, or not simply conciliation, through talking or something like that, because it mentions that it can happen in things that are completely apart from a weapon itself, as I said before. So it can already not be considered an astra like the magical ones and the more mysterious ones that appeared, which made almost no sense. That was like a, well, you know what? Now you're going to be cursed to die. I don't know, um, without ever having kids or something like that. Without ever having descendants. No, it is more like the way in which it is mentioned, and the way even you can also take into consideration that this is a boon or a gift being given by the highest of the gods. So it is in no way similar to what has appeared before in the story. It might as well embody something that can only be obtained after pursuing the greatest of the knowledge, let's say. And that might as well be, once again, I repeat, I don't think it simply is truth, but for the sake of this argument, we might as well try to call it like that. Something like the most real type of way with words that you can have, in which everything gets transformed by simply you being capable of, I don't know if manipulating is the proper word or not in this case, handling it and showing it to others almost. So yeah, in that sense, I think. I mean, I I understand it, but it is still about Arjuna and not about a personal or more like everyone can obtain it. Like I think it might as well also. It could refer not only to the ideal of the highest realness that you can have in your life, but also to the whole concept of, let's say, um, not concept, to a whole bunch of concepts. Because in this case, we know that afterwards, Arjuna is going to go and kill the Kauravas and the whole descendant, the whole family tree of the Kauravas. But it might as well be also used for something better. I will guess. So yeah, kind of hard to really see what it means, but yeah, I mean, kind of weird, because also you can take into consideration that uh, the big, the highest of the gods knows about it, but the rest of the gods who are supposedly of second order compared to this highest one don't even know it. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know which name it has in this case. I can't really explain this one, I guess, but something like that. The whole concept or idea or collection of things that refers to the possibility of dealing with situations that present in life, because as it is said here, it can happen in almost every single way, because you cast it with your mind, as in it happens inside of the brain and it happens inside of the way in which you are thinking. It also happens with your vision, as in your eyes. I will also guess it not only happens with your eyes, as in what you are seeing, but also what you are revealing through your eyes, and probably it might as well utilize eyes. I don't know if the Hindus have this particular idea of the eyes are also the windows to the soul, but maybe if they have it, I guess certainly this is my bad for not knowing it. But if they have it, it also means that it shows or that it exists on you when you express yourself, and obviously even more because it is talking about expressions and ways in which you can see or act in the world. It appears through your words and through the things that you say, and through the way in which you communicate with others, and probably also the way in which others communicate with you. And lastly, I guess it also happens when you are at war. In this case, it happens that it gets mentioned to Arjuna as the bow, because he certainly is the most proficient archer on earth, at the very least at that point in time. So something like that, I guess. But yeah, I think this is probably so far the thing that has a flew over my head the farthest. I can't really explain this, but something like that. Certainly, it has an idea that I am fully missing. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, basically that. Damn, Sean. Anyways, let me drink water and after that we continue. Man. So yeah, um, Canto 41. Um, Kairata Parva continue. But Sampayana said, Siva, whose emblem is the bull, who wields the pinaka, vanishes from Arjuna's sight even as the sun sets on the world. Arjuna Parantapa is full of awe. Sorry. He exalts, I have seen the god of gods. Fortunate indeed I am, and greatly favored, for I have both seen and touched with my hands the three-eyed Hara in his boon-giving form. I will win success. I am already great. My enemies have already been vanquished by me. My purposes have already been achieved. As he stands thinking all this, suddenly Varuna, Lord of Waters, appears before Arjuna, handsome and splendid beyond belief, and of the hue of lapis lazuli, surrounded by all manner of aquatic beings, and filling all the points of the horizon with blazing effulgence. Varuna Deva, Lord of all creatures of water, comes with the rivers, male and female, and nagas, and daityas, and satyas, and lesser deities. Then Kubera, whose body is like the purest gold, arrives in his splendid Vimana. Numerous yakshas coming with him, the most beautiful lord of treasures, also illuminating the sky with his luster, comes to see Arjuna. Yama himself, also magnificently beautiful, mighty destroyer of all the worlds, comes to that place, and with him those lords of creation, the Peters, both embodied and disembodied. Yama of inconceivable soul, dispenser of justice, destroyer of all enemies. The son of Surya also flies here in his Vimana, amazing hand, lighting up the three worlds and the realms of the Guyakas, the Gandharvas and the Nagas, even like a second sun, rising at Uganda. Arriving there, upon three refulgent summits of the great mountain, those Lokapalas see Arjuna at his tapasya. Next moment, the blindingly bright Indra also arrives with his queen Sachi. Upon his mount, Airavata, and with all the devas around him, with a sovereign white parasol unfurled over his head, he looks like the full moon among fleecy clouds. Eulogized by Gandharvas and rishis endowed with a wealth of tapasya, the king of Devas alights upon a peak of that mountain, like another sun. Now, Yama, of fathomless intelligence, who knows the depths of Dharma, says from his peak in a cloudy voice these auspicious words: Una, look, we the Lokapalas have come here. We will grant you spiritual vision, for you deserve to behold us. In a past life, you were the rich Nara of immeasurable soul, of plumbless might. Child, at Brahma's command, you have been born among men. Anagha, sinless, you will vanquish the most righteous grandsire of the Gurus in war. Bhishma, of timeless energy, born of the Vasus. You will also defeat all the ferocious Kshatriyas commanded by the son of Bharadwaja. Besides, you will quell all the terrible Danavas who have incarnated as men, as well as the Danavas on high called the Nivatakavachas. Dhananjaya, Kurunandana, you will also kill the mighty Karna, who is an arms of my father Surya. His day has celebrated throughout the worlds. Kaunteya, Parantapa, you will also kill all the Amsaravatas of the Danavas and Rakshasas who have been born in the world as men, and slain by you. These will attain the realms they have earned through their karma. Yeah, the most fun reading. And, oh Falguna, the legend and fame of your achievements will last forever in the world, for you have pleased Shiva himself with your prowess. With Krishna, you will lighten the burden of the earth. Here, take this mace, this inexorable dand of mine. With this weapon, you will accomplish great things. Pretason receives that weapon from Yama and the sacred mantras for casting it and withdrawing it. Oh my god, no. No. No, Varuna, lord of all water beings, Blue Assis sails from a peak on which he has perched towards the west. Son of Brita, you're the greatest Kshatriya. And you engage in Kshatriya Dharma. Look at me. Oh, you with the large coppery eyes. I am Varuna, the Lord of Waters. No one can resist my fluid passes, my weapons that are deadly nooses. Counteia, receive these Varunastras and the secret of casting and withdrawing them. During the Devashura Yudha of old, which began because of Brihaspati's wife Tara. These pasas seized and bound thousands of mighty deities. Here, take them from me. With this in your hand, even if Yama himself is your adversary, he will not escape you. When you range over the field of war, with my pasas, be certain that the land will become destitute of Kshatriyas. When Varuna and Yama have given Arjuna their weapons, Kubera, Lord of Treasures, who dwells on the heights of Kailasa, says, O mighty and wise Pandava, I am also pleased with you, and this meeting with you gives me as much pleasure as a meeting with Krishna. Sabyasachi, Mahabaho, once you were a Deva, eternal and immortal, on ancient Kanlasa. You performed tapasya with the rest of us, best of men. I grant you celestial vision, mighty arm. You will vanquish even invincible deities and Danavas. Here, take from me also a great weapon, with which you will consume the legions of Dagaratirastra. Then take this favorite weapon of mine, the Antarcana of awesome energy, power, and splendor. It will make your enemies sleep. When the illustrious Sankara raised Tripura, he loosed Trisastra and consumed countless great Asuras. Magnificent Arjuna, as dignified as Meru, you are capable of wielding this weapon. Arjuna, the Kuru prince, duly receives that celestial weapon from Kubera. Now, the king of the Devas himself, great Indra, speaks to Brita's son sweetly, in a voice deep as thunderheads, rumbling, or a battery of great bass drums. Yeah, I'm already deep, I can't go deeper. Gundea, back abajo, you're an ancient god. Already, you have achieved the highest success and acquired the status of a deva. But, O Parantapa, the scourge of your enemies, you have yet to accomplish a mission for the devas. You must ascend into the Valoka. So, prepare yourself. Splendid Kshatriya, my own chariot, with Matali, its Sarathi, will soon fly down to the earth. I will bring you to the Valoka in it, and there give you all my devastras. Arjuna is wonderstruck to see the four Lokapalas together upon the summits of Himavat. He worships them with japa, water, and fruit. The devas return his worship, then vanish, going back to their abodes. Arjuna, bull among men, is full of joy to have received the astras of Varuna. Yama and Kubera, he considers himself one whose tapasya has been fulfilled and crowned with success. Um, uh, it might have been kind of rude for me, but also welcome, Spike. Sorry for not saying it earlier. Man, no, I don't think I have the possibility. We already, if it was harder, the last canto, this one is directly impossible for me, I guess. I can only see like one interpretation of this, and that is probably that once you attain enlightenment with the highest objective that you have, the rest of things falls into place as it happened that naturally the rest of the devas came to Arjuna and gave him all the different rewards or objectives or tools that he needed. I don't really know. But he was certainly blessed to have the possibility now of dealing with all of his problems, I guess. It might as well kind of be a representation of the highest form of struggling that anybody can have, let's say, because it represents basically the idea of the individual having once, yeah, once having found the solution for their main problem, being capable then of dealing with all of the similar things that happen around that problem, as it certainly happens that in our lives we have this tendency of getting lost in what is the main concern that we have. And because of that, we also start finding other things that go wrong. In this case, the idea might be referring to because Arjuna, as the representation of the individual, is now getting rewarded with the possibility of dealing with his problems or with his main one, the other things fall into place in a completely natural way because he didn't even think, I think, about the different devas aside from Vasudeva himself as in the highest god, as in this case, the highest form of problem that he has. Yet, all of these other gods came down to give him tools to deal with the rest of things that he has yet to properly give a closure to, let's say. Something like that, I guess. Yeah, I have no. I repeat, I have no idea. In this case, the last one was hard. This one is impossible for me. Also, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I didn't even say it, but it is kind of obvious that the way in which things appear and the way in which they are described might as well be important. Even more for this argument of mine. But I don't know. I feel like it is kind of impossible for me to try and deal with such a complex text in this case. Um, as it really has too many layers for me to understand so far. But at least we have one analysis. At least, I guess. I don't know. Uh, Crazy, very crazy, basically. That is the conclusion so far. Crazy as hell. Uh, this is a filler arc. Like I wouldn't want to insult you, but this is probably as important as it gets, my man. If you think this is no, no, like this is as important as it gets. Like, like no, like you missed the point. No. Uh, Anyways, yeah, let's say that this is the filler arc. Let's say it like that because we have to continue. Let me drink water. Oh no. So yeah, continuing. Canto 42. Indra Lokaviga Manaparva. By Sampayana said, after the Lokapala's leave, Arjuna Parantapa begins to think of the chariot of Indra, even as he does that Bimana of tremendous resplendence, Matali Sarati, comes, dividing the clouds and illuminating the sky. and filling all the firmament with a roar deeper than those of mass thunderclouds. Across its form are gleaming swords, astras with dreadful forms, maces too frightful to be described, winged arrows of unearthly splendor, streaks of dazzling lightning, thunderbolts, whirling propellers, and sets, all what? Shits. All creating that deafening sound. Also in the chariot are fierce and immense nagas with flaming mouths, with precious gemstones on their hoods white as fleecy clouds. Tens of thousands of golden colored horses, swift as the wind, draw the chariot, endowed with Maya, so swift is the chariot that the eye can hardly mark its flight. Arjuna sees the flagstaff by Hyanta, effulgent, of the hue of the emerald or the deep blue lotus, decked with golden ornaments and straight as a bamboo stalk, seeing a charioteer wearing gold sitting in that rudder, the mighty Bharata knows that this is a chariot of the Devas. As he stands thinking about this, the Sarati Matali descends from the Rata and bending down says, Most fortunate son of Sakra, Sakra himself wishes to see you. Come now, Indra has sent this chariot. Your father, the god of 100 yagnas, king of the Devas, said to me, Fetch Kunti's son here, and let the Devas see him. Sagra himself, surrounded by the Devas, the Varishis, Gandharvas, and Apsaras, waits to see you at the command of the Justicer of Baka. Therefore, come with me to the Valoka. You will return after receiving the Astras of Indra. Arjuna replies, O Matali, lose no time but mount your wondrous Ratha, which cannot be attained even after hundreds of Rahasuya and Aswamedha yagnas. Not kings of great wealth who perform Mahayagnas distinguished by vast gifts to Brahmanas. Why, not the Devas and Danavas do not ride in this Vimana? He who does not have the wealth of Tapasya cannot see or even touch this chariot, far less ride in it. Bless Matali. After you have climbed into it and the horses have become still, I will follow you like a virtuous man, stepping onto the high path of Dharma. Indrasarati climbs back into the marvelous Rata and makes his horses still. His heart full of joy, Arjuna purifies himself while with a bath in the Ganga. Kanti's son silently says his daily prayers and makes water offerings, Tarapana, to his betters. Finally, he prays to Mandara, that king of mountains. O you who are the sanctuary of holy, heaven-seeking sages, it is through your grace, O mountain, that Brahmanas and Kshatriyas and Vaisyas attain Swarga, and then their anxiety is gone, sport with the gods. O king of mountains, you are the refugee of Munis, and bear many a most sacred tirthas upon your breast. Happily have I dwelt upon your aids. I leave you now, bidding you farewell. How long my eyes have dwelt on your table lands and bowers, your sparkling springs and brooks, and your sacred shrines. I have eaten the delicious fruit which grows upon your trees, and slack my tears with the scented, nectaring water of your streams, sweet as Amrita. O Mandara, as a child sleeps happily on the lap of his father, so have I, king of mountains, dwelt and slept upon you in woods that ring with the song of Apsaras and the chanting of the Vedas, O mountain. Every day I have spent upon you, I have spent in joy. Thus, bidding farewell to the mountain, Arjuna, slave of foes, bright as the sun himself, climbs into the celestial chariot. Joyfully, then, he courses through the sky in that divine and extraordinary Vimana, brilliant as a star. Once he has vanished from the sight of mortals of the earth, Arjuna sees thousands of sky ships of extraordinary beauty, and in that realm there is no sun, moon, or fire to give light, but it is lustrous of itself, lit by the Vasya. The Pandava sees that the stars, which appear like minuscule lamps from the earth, are in fact great and huge, of exceptional beauty and brilliance. There he sees Raharishis in hundreds upon hundreds, whose lives had been crowned by ascetic success. He sees them ablaze, and also heroes who had given their lives in battle, and men who had gained Swarga through tapasya. And there are also Adharvas, illustrious asans, thousands and thousands of them, and also Guyakas, Rishis, and numerous tribes of Apsaras. Arjuna is wonderstruck, exhilarated, seeing these self-luminous realms and beings, and asks Matali about them. And Matali answers gladly, these, O son of Pritha, are virtuous beings stationed in their places. It is these whom you have seen, great one, as stars from the earth. Understandable? Now Arjuna sees the gates to Indra's own realm, and standing there, the magnificent, always triumphant elephant Airavata, Fortusk, and resembling the mountain Kailasa with its peaks, coursing along the path of the Siddhas, that best of the Gurus, that son of Pandu, sits in beauty, even like Manhattan, greatest of the kings of old. He of the eyes like lotus leaves passes through that realm set apart for kings of Dharma. Thus, flying through many regions of Swarga, Arjuna of great renown finally sees Amaravati, the city of Indra. Um, yeah, this is a long canto, but I think, yeah, there are like 3 or 4 different points to be made. That is the problem. And sometimes I don't really know if the amount of visuals that it has is good or kind of negative, because so many things can be portrayed in the mind and can be put into perspective if you exercise your imagination, that the messages themselves get lost. The thing that has happened clearly in this case, because it isn't that much of a complicated canto, this one, but it still has things to be considered and things to be kept in the conscious mind to be mentioned properly. So, if those parts get swapped with, oh, wow, see how this big city of grey walls and blue houses takes out of the space imaginable for the humans and all of that. If so many descriptions that are visualizable get placed here, it gets too hard to really mention anything. But one of them that I can see it. Here, it is whom you have seen, great. Sorry, it is this whom you have seen, great one, as starts from the earth. This might as well be, I think. I don't want to scare it, but I think it is pretty much understandable that it is kind of talking about how this concept was born through the observance of the sky when the Hindus were kind of creating this whole legend, because you wouldn't really know that there are billions upon billions of stars on the sky. You might as well only realize that there are thousands or so, as it happens that naturally we don't have a capacity of picturing so many things in our head, even less if we have to count them one by one, because we end up losing on the capacity of putting them into the proper perspective, let's say. But yeah, I think that is kind of the explanation as to why out of nowhere stars are mentioned on one hand. On the other, yeah. Uh, it happened here that the ship was summoned. Yeah. I think that is also another very easy interpretation, because you don't really need to think that far. Something very similar to the part, yeah, to what is said here of only those who are pure and who have a great aphasia can write this or can see and perceive this. Is the whole cloud. I think it is a very weird example, but at the same time, it is as valid as this. Sorry if it isn't, but I think it can be compared to the cloud that Goku has to a certain extent, because they both relate to the purity of a person and to the different qualities of good that these people have. Because certainly, if you don't have enough tapasya, you won't even be capable of riding on this ship or in the cloud. And obviously, if you don't do good enough, you won't have the capacity of being part of those who take benefit out of this. But they are still kind of all the same, I think. Or say like this, they all trace back to the concept of there are some things, some tools that we will never have the possibility of obtaining in our lives as we are not completely pure humans. And those who do behave purely enough get access to so many incredibly useful things that they have such an easy time as it happened here. Because from this moment, we are seeing Arjona utilizing such a method of transport to get now into the place of the most powerful or the second most powerful god. And it won't simply be a meeting, it will be the meeting in which he is going to receive so many boons and so many gifts that are going to serve as the tools for his success that he might as well had been, because of his pureness, facilitated his way through the rest of his existence. I think I don't know. I don't know. I, it doesn't really seem to be that hard to connect all together. I guess in that way, probably I kind of underestimated the whole text, but it is still comprehensible if you take enough time. Yeah, basically that. Yeah, I have my brain completely mush right now. Uh, can we take a break? I should find if we take a break because let me see. Is this one long or short? Two. This is two. This is one. This is two. This one. No. This is two. This is three. Okay. Ah. How much we should try to do? I think we can try to go like one or two more cantos, and after that, I will have to take like a 5 minute break or so. Yeah. Too many concepts to process all at once. Ah, I think probably mind break. I don't think so. I understand where it might come from, but certainly, uh, what is it? What is it that the mentors do in Harry Potter? Something like that, like a soul sucking, um, or in this case, mentally draining. Um, yeah, not simply exciting, more like mentally, yeah, mentally draining. I think it is a proper term. Mentally draining readings, probably. Ah, anyways, um, let me continue. Let me continue one or two more cantos, and after that, yeah, break. Sorry, sorry for being a potato that coughs. Anyways, Kanju 43. Indra Loka Vigamana Parva continued. But Sampayana said, Indra city, resort of Siddhas and Charanas, is beautiful past describing. Flowers of every season adorn it, and sacred trees of all kinds. Arjuna sees the divine garden, Nandana, favorite haunt of Apsaras, fanned by fragrant breezes charged with the scents of unearthly flowers. The tree of that garden and the lord of celestial blossoms seem to welcome him among them. This is a realm that none can see who has not performed tapasya or poured libations on sacred fire. Only the virtuous ever come here, and none that ever turned their backs on the field of battle, none who have not performed sacrifices, kept stern vows, or who are not knowers of the Veda, or who have not bathed in sacred waters, or who are not distinguished for sacrifices and gifts can ever see this realm. None can ever see this place, whoever disturb a yagna, or who are base, or who drink intoxicating liquor, or who violate their guru's bed, or who eat unsanctified meat, or who are evil can ever come to the enchanted Nandana. Having seen those celestial gardens full of soft divine music, the strong armed son of Pandu enters Indra's city. He sees Vimanas here in thousands, which can fly anywhere at all at will, each kept in its place. He also sees tens of thousands of more such craft flying in every direction, fanned by flower-scented breezes. Apsaras and Gandharvas sing the Pandavas' praises. Along with the Siddhas and Maharishis, the Devas joyfully welcome Prita's son of white geese, pouring blessings over him. While divine music plays, Arjuna hears conches and drums, and eulogies are around at Indra's behest. The Pandava goes to the great starry way, known as Suravithi, where he meets with the Satyas, the Biswas, the Marutas, the twin Aswins, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Rudras, the Brahmarishis of great splendor, and numerous Rahanishis with Dilipa at their head, and Tumburu and Narada, and that pair of master Gandharvas known as Haha and Huhu. Having met and duly worshipped all this, the Guru Prince finally sees before him the king of the Devas, Indra of 100 yagnas. Arjuna lights from the chariot that and approach the Deva king, his father, the justicer of Baka. A great and beautiful white parasol with a golden staff is unfolded over Devendra's head. He is fanned by a chamara whisk scented with the perfumes of heaven. Many Gandharvas, led by Viswavasu and others, hymn Indra, as do bards and singers, while the loftiest Brahmanas chant Rik and Yahur mantras. Kunti's son approaches Indra and bends his head down to the ground before him, whereupon Indra embraces him with round, mighty arms. Taking Arjuna's hand, Sakra makes him sit beside him on a part of his own throne, that sacred throne which the Devas and Rishis worship. Indra Parantapa sniffs the top of his son's head in affection, and even took him onto his lap. What the fuck? Sitting on Sakra's throne, at the command of that god of 1,000 eyes, the son of immeasurable Tejas begin to blaze in splendor, like a second Indra. Moved again by love, Indra, slave of Bridra, conforms Arjuna, touching his handsome face with his scented, beautiful hands, repeatedly patting and stroking with his hands, which bear the sign of a thunderbolt, Arjuna's mighty arms, which are like two golden columns, hardened by years of a bowstring being thrown across them. Indra and his son appear like the sun and the moon, illumining the beauty of the divine Sattva. as they do the sky on the 14th day of the dark fortnight. A band of Gandharvas, headed by Tumburu, masters of music both sacred and profane, sing many rapturously melodious songs. Gritachi and Menaka and Ramja and Purvachiti and Swayam Prabha and Urvasi and Misaragesi and Dandagauri and Baruthini and Gopali and Sahajanya and Kumbhayoni and Prahagara and Chitrasena and Chitralekha and Saha and Madhuraswara. These and thousands of others, all with eyes like lotus leaves, who engage in seducing the hearts of men at Apasia, dance there, slim and are their waist and ample and fair their hips as they dance, their bodies twisting sinuously with astonishing suppleness and agility and deep bosoms shaking, casting their alluring glances around and otherwise enticing those that watch them. Um, Basically, indulgence, something like that. Uh, yeah, yeah. What can be the explanation of all of this, my man? Uh, Aside from what I said before, being reinforced on the first part of yeah, if you're not perfect, you don't get to enter. Also, sadly, in this case, it gets influenced by the fact that obviously this is written by Hinduistic people, so it has to include a lot of particular rules that only apply if you believe in the Hinduistic stuff. And I will still argue about the one concept who might as well evade people from getting into this supposedly the highest type of bliss that you can have after dying. That is, if you don't know about this supposedly, but I guess it might as well be something that you find out no matter which religion you believe in as as a thing, because it is contained inside of the idea of having tapasya, as in knowledge about the good or sacred or a real thing, list or collection of things in life, in this life of ours, let's say. Um, that is one part. The other is like, yeah, kind of hard to really say any particular thing. Like, for the many descriptions of different beings, I guess that is simply like things that are going to be there as a way to show that certainly it is a habited place because it is so important. And yeah, something like that. The next part, though, is the most confusing, at least for me, one. The one where they are having such a bonding moment, let's say, Arjuna and Indra. I guess that is like this celebration of success or something like that, because certainly at this point it is very, very, very well described how they are going to overwhelm the mm, Kurus so much. So yeah, I guess something like that. I don't know. Um, Something else that I am forgetting. Yeah, well, I mean, at the end there is only indulgence, as I said before. I don't think there is really a deeper meaning of wow, waist and ample fair hips and astonishing suppleness and agility on the perform on dances that catch the eyes. I don't think there is any deepness on that, I guess, at least for this particular description. So yeah, continuing into Canto 44, Indraloka Vigamana Parva continuing. Vaisampayana said, knowing Indra's wishes, the Devas and the Gandharvas procure a most excellent arghya and worship the son of Prita, giving him water to wash his feet and his face. They bring the Kshatriya into Indra's palace. Thus worshipped, Vishnu begins to live in his father's home, and while he is there, he acquires the Devastras and the secrets of losing and withdrawing them. From Sakara's hands, he receives Indra's favorite weapon, the inexorable Bhaskara, and other Astras too, all welcome. Heaven's very gashes of lightning, varicolored as clouds and dancing peacocks' fans. When he has all these Astras, Arjuna remembers his brothers and misses them. However, at Indra's command, he spends full 5 years in the Valoka. What the fuck? Ensconced amidst every comfort and luxury. After some time, Indra says to him, Kaunteya, learn music and dancing from Chitrasena. Learn the instrumental music of the gods, which does not exist in the world of men. For, O son of Kunti, it will benefit you. And Purandara gives Chitrasena as a friend to Arjuna, who lives happily and in peace with that Gandharva. All the while, Chitrasena teaches Arjuna music, both singing and the instrument. He teaches him dancing. However, Arjuna is restless and has no peace because thoughts of Subala's son Saguni, the game of dice, and the thoughts of Dusasana and of killing him roil the Pandava. But his friendship with Chitrasena ripens and he does learn the unrivaled dance and music of the Gandharavas. Finally, even after having learned all the various forms of song and instruments and dance as well, that Parantapa still finds no peace of mind, thinking constantly of his brothers and his mother Kunti. This one is short? No. Yeah. We'll what the fuck? Sorry. We'll take a break here, like 5 minutes or so. I I also have to I need to have an let's say. So I also need this very particular break. But yeah, so far pretty understandable, I guess. Eh, what? No, that was a lie. This has been so far the hardest reading I think. Anyways, yeah, break basically. Let me. Okay, I have it already. So yeah, basically that's a break of some minutes probably. I don't know how long. Let's see. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test. We are back. Are we back? I will be back, he said. Something like that. So, here we are. Man, I wanted to hear. Do we. Never. Why is this so? What the fuck? Why is the audio so low? Anyways, I don't care. We have audio. Everything else, not my responsibility. You know, it is. But hello. So yeah, a break. It was a nice break. So short that I didn't even get the chance of really taking it. No. Anyways, we'll continue. We'll continue. I was going to say like only 40 minutes. Until 40 minutes. 40 minutes is good in reality. No, no, no. 40 minutes is amazingly nice, I think. Huh? Uh-huh. I think. So yeah, basically what I want to do that. Uh, yeah, 40 minutes of reading uninterrupted. No, it is a lie because we're gonna always to stop in the middle of it to say, wow, this means this and that means that. So yeah, transition. Yeah. So I don't know if I said anything about dancing. I I, I don't know if I even said anything about the last canto at all, or I just said no. Yeah, time to rest and left running almost. But yeah, basically that. I don't know. I will guess I did. I will hope I did. So we shall continue now with something different. Canto 45. Indraloka Vigamana Parva continued. Vaishapayana said, one day, knowing that Arjuna's glances turned repeatedly to the Apsara Urvasi, Indra calls Chitrasena to him privately and says, King of the Gandharavas, go as my messenger to that base of Apsaras, Urvasi, and let her wait upon my son Arjuna, tiger among men. Tell her that I said, even as I have caused Arjuna to learn the secrets of all the astras, as well as all the arts, worshipped by everyone, so should you make him conversant with the art of disporting himself in feminine company. Chitrasena goes at once to Urbasi, most beautiful among Apsaras. She honors and delights him with her welcome and the worships she offers him. When he sits at his ease, he says to Urvasi, who sits relaxed in his company, O you of the high hips, you need to come here at the word of the only Lord of Swarga, who asks a favor of you. You do know Arjuna, who is known amongst the gods and men for his many natural virtues, for his grace, his conduct, the beauty of his person, his boast and self-control, who is noted for might and prowess, and respected by the virtues, and quick-witted, who is endowed with genius and splendid energy, is of a forgiving temper, and without malice of any kind, who has studied the Vedas with Raganas, Angas, the Upanishads, and the Puranas, also who is blessed with devotion to his preceptors, and with an intelligent possess, with an intellect possessed of the eight attributes, who by his abstinence, ability, origins, and age is by himself capable of protecting the Baloka like Mahabharata himself. Uh, how far? Let me see. We're 1/7, a little bit more than 1/7 of the book in. It is incredibly long. I never expected to take this much time. I said 1 year. it will be like 3 at this rate. Even more with me having obligations now. Anyways, why did I read this? Anyways, continuing. Is by himself capable of protecting Ivaloka, like Mahabharata himself, who is never boastful, who shows proper respect to all, who sees the meanest things as clearly as if those were gross and large, who is sweet-spoken, who showers diverse kinds of food and drinks on his friends and dependents, who is truthful, worshipped by all, eloquent, handsome, and without pride, who is kind to those devoted to him, and universally pleasing, and dear, who is firm in keeping his promises, who is equal even to Mahendra and Varuna for owning every worthwhile quality and attribute. Know, Urvasi, that Kshatriya is to taste the choice of heaven, commanded by Indra. Let him to may find your favors. Do this, O sweet one, for the Nanhaya is inclined towards you. He desires you. What? Urvasi of faultless features smiles, her heart glad to hear the Gandharva's words. She says, I would bestow my favors on anyone who wants such qualities. Then why should I not choose Arjuna for a lover? Indeed, at Indra's command, for the sake of my friendship with you, and stirred by Arjuna's numerous virtues, I am already under the spell of the god of love. O Chitrasena, go where you will now, and I will go to Arjuna. I think this is going to be said probably in the next 1 or 2 cantos, but just in case, if I didn't misunderstand, they are going to fuck. Basically, sorry for the crude way of saying it, but is that this? Or did I misunderstand? I mean, I think it. Yeah? No? Yeah? No. No. I. I thought this was more about like seducing and such, not a. How to have a great time in bed, let's say. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah. Oh no. 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 Okay. Yeah. Okay. People. What was on? I want to fucking real. People. People doing the action. Fuck. Yes. So. Anyways. Canto 46. Indra Lokavigamana Parva continued. By Sampayana, sir. Having thus sent away the Gandharva, who has succeeded in his mission, Urvasi of the luminous smiles, moved by the desire of possessing Arjuna, bathes luxuriantly. She decks herself in wonderful ornaments and garlands of heaven's fragrances, inflamed by the god of love. Her heart pierced through by Gama's flowery shafts to think of Arjuna's beauty, her mind entirely absorbed in thoughts of him. She already makes love to him in her imagination on a wide and fine bed covered with celestial light. Twilight deepens and the moon rises, that Apsara of the high keeps sets out for Arjuna's palace in that mood, and her soft long dresses adorned with flowers. She is exquisite, absolutely graceful. The movements of her eyebrows, her soft accents are full of enchantments. Her own face like a full glowing moon. She goes forth as if challenging the moon for beauty. As she goes, her deep, finely pointed breasts, smeared with unworldly unguents and sandalwood paste, covered by a golden chain, begin to tremble. So heavy are they that with each step she takes, she seems to bend forward slightly at her lovely waist with three folds. And faultless are her loins, elegant abode of Kamadeva. Her hips are fair, round and wide at their base, wearing the sheerest clothes, decked in golden ornaments. She could shake the sainthood of any yogi. What? Fine are her ankles, flat the soles of her feet, straight her toes the hue of burnished copper, and dorsum high and curved like the back of the tortoise. She wears anklets with little bells tinkling. She has drunk some wine. She is flushed with desire. Soft anticipation and delight course through her. She sways slightly from all this and is more beautiful than ever. And though the Baluka abounds in wonders of every kind, when Urbasi goes to Arjuna as she does, the Siddhas and Charanas and Gandharvas think that she is the most beautiful thing on which they ever laid eyes. Dressed exquisitely in a fine, cloth-colored garment, she is surely as lambent as a digit of the moon in the sky with fleecy clouds across his face. Swiftly, as the wind through the mind goes, she of the luminous smiles, and soon arrives at Arjuna the Pandava's mansion. Purushottama, at the gates, Urvasi sends word in through the Dwarapalaka, and quickly she's inside the splendid and elegant palace. O Rahan, when Arjuna sees her in his palace as the night, he feels anxiety grip him. But then he comes forward to welcome her respectfully. However, when he sees her as she is, the Pandava shuts his eyes out of modesty. Saluting her, he offers the Apsara worship that is given to an elder, a superior. Arjuna says, O best of the Apsaras, I bend my head down before you. Command me, for I am your servant. Hearing this, and his reverential tone, Urvasi is distraught. She tells Arjuna how Chitrasena the Gandharva came to see her. And after meeting, she says, Best of men, I will tell you everything which passed between Chitrasena and me, and why I have come here. Arjuna, because of your coming to this realm, Mahendra gathered together a large and charming sabha where celestial festivities were held. The Rudras, the deities, the Aswins, and the Vasus came to that gathering, as did a number of the Varishis, Rajarishis, Siddhas, Charanas, Yakshas, and great Nagas, all large eyes, when the members of that gathering, all splendid as fire, the sun or the moon, all set according to rank, honor, and prowess, O son of Sakra, the Gandharvas began to play on their venas and sing songs of divine enchantment, and Kurupravira, the main Apsaras, also began to dance. Then, O son of Prita, you look at me, gaze at me. Why, stared only at me. When that assembly of the celestial broke at your father's command, the gods went away to their respective abodes. The Apsaras also went away to their homes, and the others also. O Parantapa, with your father's leave. It was then Sakara sent Chitrasena to me, and arriving in my home. O you of the eyes like lotus lips, he said to me, Fairest, the king of the Devas has sent me to you. Do something which will please Mahendra, and me, and yourself as well. O Verhit, go and please Arjuna, who is as brave in battle as Sakara himself, and is always magnanimous and great-hearted. Even these, Partha, were his words to me. So, Anagha, commanded by Chitrasena and by your father, I have come to serve you, Parantapa. My heart has been attracted by your virtues, and I am already under the influence of the god of love, Kshatriya. This is also my own fervent wish, and I have cherished it since I first saw you. But Sampayana continued. Listening to this, Arjuna is overcome by bashfulness. He stops his ears with his hands and says, Devi, I curse my hearing that you speak to me like this. For, oh beautiful one, I think of you as the wife of an elder, auspicious one. You're even like Kunti to me, or Indra's queen, Sachi. This is the only way I have always thought of you, and that is why I gaze at you and no one else. Most blessed one, I have my particular reason for this, and I will tell you what it is. O you of luminous smiles, I stare at you in Indrasabha, my eyes wide with light, thinking, this most exquisite woman is the mother of the race of Guru. O Apsara, it does not become you to have other feelings for me, because you are superior to all my superiors. You are the mother of my race. Urbasi says, O son of Indra, we Apsaras are free and bound to no one, which is whom we will. You must not think of me as your elder or superior. The sons of grandsons of Puru's race who came here through their punya have all sported freely with us, without incurring any sin. Holy fuck. So, relent, Kshatriya. It does not become you to send me away. I am afire with desire for you. I am devoted to you. Accept me. Take me if you will properly adore me. Arjuna replies, listen to me, O you faultless, perfect features. I speak truly, and let the four directions and the gods hear me as well, sinless one. As Kunti, mother or such is to me, so are you. The mother of my race, an object of reverence to me. Return, O fairest, I bend my head down to you and prostrate at your feet. You deserve my worship as a son, and I your love as a mother. Hearing this, Urvasi is beside herself with rage, trembling with it, knitting her brows. She curses Arjuna. Since you, born a woman, come to your palace at your father's command, and of her own will, a woman, besides, who is pierced by the shaft of Kama, O Partha, you will spend your time among women as a dancer, your manhood gone, and scorned as a eunuch. Holy. With these curls, her lips still pale and quivering, her breast still heaving in blood, Urvasi walks out of Arjuna's palace and returns home. Arjuna, Parantapa, desperate, immediately seeks out Chitrasena and finding him, tells him everything that passed between Urvasi and himself in the night. Anguishing repeatedly over the Apsara's curse, Chitrasena goes to Sakra and tells him everything. Indra calls Arjuna to him privately and consoles him. Indra says gently, O greatest of all men, today Prita has truly become a blessed mother, having you as her son. Oh, you have excelled even the riches in your self-control. Do not fear. The course of Urvasi will benefit you. It will prove a blessing. Anagha, back on earth, you must spend the 13th year of your exile in Agnatabasa, unrecognized, undiscovered. That is when you will suffer the curse of Urvasi. And when you have spent 1 year exactly as a eunuch and a dancer, you will have your manhood back. When Indra says this to him, great relief and delight wash over Arjuna. He no longer anguishes over the goods. Pandu's sons Dhananjaya spent his time pleasantly in Devaloka in the company of the celebrated and Karva Chitrasena. The desires of the man that listens to this story of Arjuna never turn towards blind lust. The best man who listens to this tale of the awesome purity of Falguna, son of the Lord of the Devas, become devoid of pride, arrogance, anger, and every other fault, and ascending into Swarga, sport there in bliss. I guess. I don't like that expression. I'm sorry, but I don't like it. I don't know exactly why. I don't have a particular reason as to why I don't like it, but I don't like that expression a little bit. Ah, continuing. I don't think I have a real conclusion for that. I mean, that I don't know. I think they noticed that they had the possibility. No, no. Okay, thank you. Continuing. Canto 47. Indraluka Vigamana Parva continued. My Sampayana said, one day, during his wanderings, the great Rishi Lumasa comes to Indra's abode, wanting to meet the king of the Devas. I'm already reading. What do you want me to do? I can't stop reading. If I were rambling, I would stop rambling. But I am not rambling, I am reading. Thank you. Wanting to meet the king of the Devas, the Mahamuni approaches the lord of the gods and bows reverentially to him. This is Pandu's son occupying half of Vasava's throne, having been worshipped by the Devarishis, that the Vihotama, invited by Indra, sits in a most excellent seat. What? Rambling the dialogue? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? This is Pandu's sons occupying half of Vasava's throne, having been worshipped by the Devarishis, that the Vihotama, invited by Indra, sits in a most excellent seat. He wonders how Arjuna, who was a Kshatriya, has attained to the throne of Sakra himself. What great deeds of Punya has he performed? What lofty realms has he conquered, that he sits upon the throne which the gods themselves worship? As these thoughts engage the Rishi, Sakra, slayer of Britra, reads the Muni's heart. With a smile, Indra says to Lomasa, Brahma Rishi, I see what you are thinking. This one is no mortal, though he has been born among men. Mahamuni, this mighty armed Kshatriya is my own son, born to Kunti. He has come here to acquire Astras for a great purpose. Alas, don't you recognize him as an ancient rishi of the highest punya? Listen to me, O Brahmana. I will tell you who he is and why he has come to me. Know those magnificent rishis of antiquity, Nara and Narayana, and none other than Dhananjaya and Hrishikesa. Nara Narayana, celebrated throughout the three worlds, have been born on earth for the sake of Dharma, that sacred Acharsama, which even Devas and Maharishis never see, which is known through the world as Badari, which nestles by the source of the Ganga, which is worshipped by the Siddhas and the Charanas, was the Hermitage, Olamasa of Vishnu and Vishnu. Brahmarishi, at my wish, the two sages of blazing splendor have been born into the world of men, and endowed with awesome takers. They will lighten the burden of Bhumi Devi. Besides this, the Asuras known as Nivatakavachas, arrogant of the boon they have, are constantly engaged in doing us harms. They boast of their power, and are even now plotting to destroy the Devas. For with their boon, they no longer fear us. They are fierce and mighty Danavas, who live in the Batayas, and not all the Devas together can withstand their might. The blessed Vishnu, slayer of Madhu, Kapila, who made ashes of the sons of Sagara, which was his look when they attacked him, roaring in the bowels of the earth, can indeed quell the Nivatakavachas. Either Hari or Partha, or both, can slay those Asuras. Just as he subdued the Nagas in the Great Lake, the lustrous Hari can surely consume the Nivartakavachas and all their followers, which is his look. But the task is too significant for Mudhusadana himself, for being the awesome mass of energy which he is. If in sense his wrath might consume the very universe, this Arjuna can also kill your enemies, and having killed them, he will return to the world of men. Now you must go to the earth for my sake. You will find the brave Yudhishthira leading in the Kamyakavana. For me, you must tell Yudhishthira of unbaffled prowess in battle that he shall not be anxious about Arjuna, because this hero will return as a great master of Astros, for without being a complete and perfect master, he will not be able to face Bhishma, Drona, and the others in battle. You must also tell Yudhishthira that the mighty Arjuna has not only acquired the Vastras, he has also mastered the art of celestial music, both singing and not instrument, and dancing as well. You will also tell Yudhishthira that, taking all his brothers with him and yourself, O Muni, he shall set out on pilgrimage and visit all the sacred tirthas and of the Holy Land. Bathing in the various sacred waters, he will be washed of all his sins, and if ever his heart will abate, then he will be able to enjoy his kingdom, in the knowledge that his sins are gone. Dibhotama, you must protect Yudhishthira during
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305, dial in today. I just want to tell you,
que a mí me gusta la Pepsi. Welcome. Welcome. ah, eh, welcome, guys. I hope you had a nice stream. I hope everything went fine. I don't have Joel, sorry. I failed on adding that emote. My bad. But I will probably note it down later on to do it. Here we are. 4 hours of sleep. Nice. I mean, I certainly also have kind of a hard time sleeping sometimes. Most of the time in reality, so don't worry. You will learn to live like that, basically. But don't worry. It is all a lesson. What?
Mr. Worldwide, Mr.
What up?
305, dial in today. I just want to tell you, que a mí me gusta la
Pepsi. Hello, Fufi. Also. Yeah, certainly. I hope everybody is doing fine. Welcome, Raiders, says the guy who also Raider. But yeah, here we are. I think we shall take like a second or two. I guess. Let me do this. Wait, I'm off center. No, this is what. There it is. Hello, everybody. Here we are. We have been reading the Mahabharata, what you probably just saw. And well, I don't know what to really say. No. Bunkum, no. I am not going to sing right now. My man, not right now. I know your intentions, but that is going to be the end of the stream. Not right now. No, that isn't going to happen right now, Bunkum. No. But anyways, thank you for the raid, both of you. I hope you guys were able to have a nice stream, and in your case, Fufi, I didn't even ask for it, sorry. What you did, I hope it also went well, and well, basically that. Welcome. Here we are, as I said, reading the Mahabharata. So yeah, wow. So yeah, let me start with this. Give me. Delete this one, and I think I shouldn't have the possibility of. I don't know in reality, yeah, how much time there is between shoutouts. So my bad for that. Not my bad. I mean, I don't know. It's sorry, but yeah, I might as well simply continue reading. So yeah, if you're interested, later on, when I am going to be closing up the stream, I will have to sing style once again. I am going to say this one, but you should try to change your request. I mean, this is like the fifth time already that I hear this. My brother, I also like it. Uh, let me see. Uh, let me copy this just in case. Okay, we have like 5 minutes to wait. So, meanwhile, I shall simply continue. Yes, basically that. Once again, thanks for everything, people. We will continue here. We are not making any music, playing any game. We're reading a book. Anyways, what's one song, what? One song, what? No, no, no. I'm not going to refund you. I am going to sing, my brother. I am going to sing. What is it? I'm going to sing Gangnam Style. I only mean it as in maybe in the future as a thing to take into consideration. And also, Puffin, you can request it like there is a request songs. This is a karaoke day. So if you want to request a song and you have enough points, you might do it. If not, good luck. Sorry, but yeah, sorry. My bad, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, meanwhile, continue with this. I was like, yeah, you can't request 10 songs. You can't. You there is a limit. I'm pretty sure there is like a limit. No, no, please, no, 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 no. No. You can request whatever you want in reality, as long as it doesn't have slurs. We're fine, I think. Uh, Grip, okay, but you might. I don't want to be bad, but you should make the request. No, people no, don't make people. Thank you, but uh, uh, yeah, this I guess this is deserved. No, you can request more than one song. No, what I can't believe it. This is real and man. But yes, thank you guys for doing that. I can't believe you can't. Oh no. Welcome, Clonk. Welcome you. Welcome, my man. Evening. I mean, good night. Like, no, man, no. Geezer, how many points do you have, bro? People, no.